First topic this week is the physical versions of Pokemon Gold and Silver for the 3DS, because it's a virtual console kind of jobber. They're giving out, well, you can buy physical versions, but all that is in the box is a download code. What is the point in that?
It is a bit odd selling a physical version of a game that has a digital version inside it, because those digital versions are now available on the storefront at the same time and basically the same price as the physical version of the game. So the majority of people who are buying physical versions are either doing it for gifting because they haven't got stable enough internet to warrant downloading it on download, or because they want to buy a physical collector's edition because they still value the kind of fluff and piff and waffle that you get with buying a physical edition of the game. So to open it up and there to just be a little code on a little slip of paper probably is a little bit shattering to definitely the latter, if not all three of those groups of people.
So someone want to fill me in on this story? What exactly is going on?
Well, it's literally as I said it. So Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver are being released on the 3DS Virtual Console, but they are releasing physical versions that you buy in a 3DS box, but all that is in the box is a code to download it from the Virtual Console. There's no cartridge, there's no nothing in there, it's just a download code.
Is there like a sticker or something? Anything in the box?
To be honest, from what I've read, nothing. It's just a 3DS box that you open it up and there's a code inside the box.
Pokemon fans are weird. They'll buy anything with Pokemon related to it. I'm not surprised. It's just Pokemon, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand from a certain perspective that collectors like to have those, you know, their collections out on their shelf and things like that. Maybe. I mean, if it was exactly the same price, why not? I mean, the end result is going to be the same, plus you've got a box. but yeah, it does seem a bit odd. I mean, even like Dan was saying, the point of giving it maybe as a gift for a child is still, I don't know. I'd be a bit disappointed if I got this box and then just had a download code.
Yeah, it would suck. What's been the reaction to it so far? Has it been positive? Has it been negative?
It's mainly negative, to be honest. It just seems a bit pointless. I mean, I suppose the good thing about it is they're not charging any more for it in a physical version than the digital download version. So I suppose if you buy it physically, you are getting more, even if it is just an empty box.
Yeah, you're getting cardboard.
Yeah,
Use a box or something.
You could.
The first release of it was on the Game Boy, wasn't it? Wasn't this the?
Yeah, it was. Basically, it's second gen. Yeah, it was the second gen for. Well, it worked on the Game Boy, but it was technically Game Boy Color as well.
So many people will be buying it to get access to certain Pokemon that only occurred in that or other ones, or just to experience a different part of the story.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, if you've not kept. Sorry.
No, I've played one. Sorry. I just had a sudden realization. I've played one of these. Did they re-release them on the 3DS? Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Yeah,
I've played.
They're the remakes, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fine. I don't know.
But this is now the virtual versions of the original versions. But if you've not kept up with this, there's now a thing called Pokemon Bank, which is an online service that you can transfer your Pokemon to save them. But it works cross games. And they're introducing this Pokemon Bank system into the older games. So even the new versions of Pokemon Red and Blue, the original games, have this Pokemon Bank built into it now. So you can transfer games from the original Pokemon straight into Sun and Moon if you want to.
That's cool.
Which is a kind of cool feature. I mean, it's going slightly off the point of the physical version, but it's still a good little feature to have in there, because now you can literally, you know, cross multiple generations. I mean, there are ways of getting game, you know, but previously you had to go back and have the original hardware for all of them, and you could gradually go through all the games and trade up and get them to the latest version. But now you can just do it through the Pokemon Bank, which is quite a handy little feature.
The Pokemon Bank, when they first launched that cost. Does it still cost?
I don't know. I think it might still cost, but it's not much, to be honest.
When Heart Gold came out, and whatever one came out after that, which I think was Black or possibly I can't remember. Either way, I played a couple of generations in a row, actually. Most of the ones that launched on the DS and 3DS, stopping near the end, just after they added in Ultra, Mega, Super, Digimon evolutions. But the thing the Pokemon Bank brought to mind was the fact that by allowing that, they could simply concentrate on making new regions that didn't feature previously used Pokemon. Whereas it was almost like they had to use some of the previous Pokemon in the new generations in order to promote trading. I.e., you can't not have a Charmander in, 4 generations in a row, because otherwise it's impossible for people to get hold of them when the consoles swap. So the bank then allows people to, it allows them to not have to have that in there once every 3 or 4 goes.
Yeah, but it also we are sort of deviating from the point now, but never mind. It also brings up the fact that they, from a lore perspective, they don't have to come up with reasons as to why all these old specific region Pokemons are now in a different region, or like I think, for example, in Gold and Silver. You could complete the game. I think I can't remember what the bloody regions are now, but you completed the game, and then once you finished the game, you went back to the region of the first game, and that then enabled you to get all the original regions Pokemon. If they're now doing the bank thing, they don't have to do that. They can just go, here's the new region, here's the new Pokemon. If you want the old ones, transfer them from your old game. They don't have to come up with weird lore to be able to do it. Plus the fact, I mean, it must be getting ridiculous for them to fit it all in, because there's over 750 Pokemon now. To put all of those into a single game is getting a bit crazy.
But to bring it back to the point, yes, they're selling an empty cardboard box with a code in it, and that's kind of silly. I mean, Pokemon fans are great. I love Pokemon fans. I was a Pokemon fan. But it seems very odd that they're just selling an empty box with code in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the first. I mean, this is the first time Nintendo's done it. It has been done before. I mean, slightly differently, like Metal Gear Solid 5 on PC. You bought the physical box. It came with a disc. Everything looked like it was golden. What was on that disc? A Steam installer. That was all that was on there. In the box was a code for Steam and a disc with the Steam installer program on it. The game wasn't on the disc. And there's also been special editions of games, like the big, here's a statue and here's a fingernail of the main character and here's a map of the guy's is a map of the protagonist's bathroom and whatever else that you get in a thing. But you've got all this cool stuff, but not the game.
So, from the sounds of it, it sounds like you are against buying special editions of things. I'm just gathering that.
No, I'm just making up stuff. I like the look of special edition things, but I don't often see the point of the price of them, because I think they're usually quite ridiculous for what you get.
But if you own the fingernail, you can clone the person.
Well, that's true, you see, but I've not as yet seen a special edition with a legitimate fingernail in it. Fake ones, perhaps, but never a legitimate one.